As of today, August 11 of 2025, it's almost 3 p.m. in my country and there has been no updates to Project Epoch. Keitotes and his minions have said nothing about the project. Kes probably hasn't recovered from that meltdown on their Discord, and they have lost 2 members, one community manager, which was a guy with the name Inex, and the main developer. Of all things, they lost the main developer, which was Magic. They lied to us when they said that he was still working with them. They said multiple times, we haven't lost Magic. Lies, as always with these guys. And that's the issue. They are liars. They have been constantly lying and gaslighting us. On Friday, they did the Shadow launch and it was a fail. I got to play like 5 minutes of the game, and to their credit, the gameplay was smooth. They accelerated the spawns of mobs, etc. So it was good to play, it felt good to play, but then it crashed. As expected, it crashed. And as with everything with these guys, they lied again. They were completely radio silent about the stuff, about what was happening, and it turns out it was no longer a launch, guys. It was just a test, another test. And what really happened was that some idiot didn't check that the Dwarf City was apparently in a weird position. You couldn't enter the city. And also there were some NPCs that weren't working or some shit like that. I don't know, because I was Horde, right? I don't give a fuck about the Alliance. No, I'm joking, obviously it's bad. So some incompetent didn't check that a whole city, a whole race city wasn't working. Wow. Then after this shit show, they took the whole weekend to rest. Because they were tired, they were so tired, dude. They were so tired, guys. And they started with the appeal to emotion fallacies, dude. This guy Kes made a whole Discord post about how bad he felt, and apparently it's not a he, he's a she or whatever the fuck. Who the fuck is this guy? I probably can already tell this guy is a transsexual. No wonder this community manager Inex was also making posts before he left about how they were going to ban everybody that was against the LGBT. Typical progressive bullshit. So this guy had a meltdown on Discord. I dared to post a violin to this guy's comment and I was timed out for 7 days for doing so. Because I am tired of this whole, we are poor developers, nobody's paying us. You're receiving donations. To this day, you can still donate to the project. They receive money. I don't know how much, but they are still receiving support. So it's not a free project as the fanboys, the fanatics like to say. And even if we are not paying, we have the right to demand that they fulfill their promises. They promised something, they have to deliver. If you don't deliver, you are forever going to be considered a failure. I'm sorry, but that's how it works. I didn't make the rules. I don't know how true this is because this is the problem when you build a relationship with your community, with your audience that completely revolves about you gaslighting them and telling them lies. I don't know if what I am about to say to you is truth or not, but apparently the main developer, Magic, had some bad shit happen to him. His grandma passed away, and if that's true, I'm sorry for him, and I hope he finds a way to cope with that situation, and that's bad. But my issue with that is that I don't know if I can trust these people anymore. That's the problem. You can't build any type of relationship around lack of trust. You need to build trust, and these developers have destroyed all the trust that they have built all these years. Now, there is always going to be fanatics, fanboys. We see them everywhere. They are the scum of the earth. You shouldn't take those people seriously because they aren't people anymore. Fanaticism is a mental disorder. So they belong in a mental institution, and no wonder they are constantly monopolizing Reddit and those type of sites. So I don't know if I can trust anything these guys say. I just can't trust them. Now, like I said, if what happened to Magic is real, I'm sorry for him and I hope he recovers from this soon enough. And apparently he's not even an adult yet, he's just a student. So I can see why he will be tired of the situation, especially when the developers are the administration. not the developers. Well, the developers, but the overall administration of Project Epoch is this shady, this fucking scummy. I will be tired of them too, to be honest. And he said something about death threats. Like I said, I don't know how much of that is true or not, because I can't trust them anymore. And let's be honest, being on the internet is just basically normal to receive those type of interactions. I have received them constantly on my channel, on my ex. It's just part of the job, it's just part of being a public image, it's just part of being out there. So it's hard to me to feel sympathy for them because of the death threats, because I don't even like the word death threats, because a death threat to me has to be a real threat, not just some stupid insults or some I wish you die, something like that. Is not a death threat. Anyway, I don't know what to believe anymore with these guys. Now, on the subreddit named WoW servers, this subreddit about private servers on Reddit, there is a massive push to delete, to silence criticism, to silence dissent about Project Epoch. And it's done by a guy, a moderator with the name Gratzer. This guy has been censoring the Reddit. Anything bad about Project Epoch gets completely deleted. I am going to show you this guy's profile so you can see all the shit that this coward has been censored. I wanted to say another word, but I don't want to get into trouble. You know what word it is. He completely deserves it. And as you can see, this guy has been deleting comments constantly about anything bad about Project Epoch. What an annoying piece of shit this guy is. It had to be a Reddit moderator. It's not only Reddit moderators, it's all the fucking moderators. They are always fanatics, they're always fanboys, they're always compromised. I fucking hate moderators, seriously. What a bunch of pansies. Now, there has been some leaks, some images about a supposed conversation. I am not going to read the conversation to you. I am going to post the leaks. If you want to read them, pause the video. I don't know if they are real or they aren't real, but they basically describe the shit show that is happening behind scenes of Project Epoch. And also they are saying that there has been a lot of people trying to buy the project. Like I said, I don't know how much of this is true, but I am going to put the screenshots so you can read them and you form your own opinion. I wouldn't be surprised if the screenshots were real. I wouldn't. Now, there is this Discord, this alternative Discord for Project Epoch that is called Gurubashi PvP Project Epoch, and the main administrator of this Discord is a guy with the name Teleport. His Discord username is Elliot4592 and it's from a guild with the name Grizzly. And this Discord overall has been pretty chill. I think the people in there are actually speaking their mind freely, unless because I have to deal with a really unfortunate situation in this Discord where I was banned for some real stupid shit, if you can even believe that. What happened was that some other guy was speculating about how much money the developers of Project Epoch made in donations, and there was a claim about how much money you make in McDonald's or some shit like that. And someone said that, and someone asked Teleport, the main administrator of this Discord, if he was black, if he was a black guy. And this guy said, my race has nothing to do with the discussion. And I just dared to say, how it doesn't have to do with the discussion if he is asking you if you're black? Obviously that was a part of the discussion. He was asking him directly if he was black, and just because I pointed that out, I was timed out 24 hours. Then I sent him a personal message and I asked Elliot why he will do that, just because someone dared to ask a question, why I was timed out just for a stupid question. And he said that he timed me out because he told me to not ask about his race. That's not true. He never told us that, and honestly I never thought that this type of stuff was going to be problematic, because hell, I'm fucking Mexican, who gives a shit, right? If you are white, you're white. If you are black, you're black. If you're Indian, you're Indian. who cares? You don't really expect this type of knee-jerk reaction to a simple question, right? So he never said that. He never specified that it was forbidden to ask the administrator of the Discord what is his race. So he never did that, and I clarified to him that he never did that, and the only thing he did was tell everybody that was reading that conversation that he's black and he's ashamed of being black. That's the only thing he accomplished by doing that. He banned multiple people and timed out multiple people just for that stupidity. If you can even believe that. Seriously, it's just stupid. How weak-minded you have to be. I mean, it's not my issue, it's not my problem that you have self-hatred. It's just not. If you hate yourself, it's your problem, dude. But I didn't do anything to deserve to be banned. Now, I don't care. I am still on the Discord, you stupid moron. You believe you banned one account, you suddenly think that, oh, I'm not on the Discord. Dumb fuck, I have like 10 accounts on that stupid Discord. You think you can get rid of me? You can't, dude. Stupid idiot. Anyway, this guy is black, so if you're on that Discord, beware. If you ask the administrator if he's black, he can ban you. And if you get to the conclusion that he's black and he has self-hatred, holy shit, you are banned permanently. So keep that in mind if you are on that Discord. Now, going back to Project Epoch, what can we expect now? In my honest opinion, the project is dead. Why is it dead? Why I am dooming? I mean, my profile name is Nesawal Doomer, so obviously I am going to doom. And we can expect nothing, and the only thing we can expect is more disappointment. Why? Because let's say they actually release the server. They actually put everything together and they launch the fucking server, everything works great. Guess what? Nothing works great. And you know why? Because I can't trust them anymore. And you can't trust them either. Don't fucking lie, you can't trust them either anymore. So let's say we find some bug, some exploit. Some people abuse this bug, this exploit. Guess what's going to happen? The moment we start complaining, they close the fucking Discord again. They cut communication with us and silence us. We can't trust them anymore. They are going to do the same shit they are doing right now to everything. They are going to obfuscate the truth constantly. You are going to be gaslighted about everything. If a class ability doesn't work, if a class is overturned, if a class is nerfed or is not working properly and they don't want to accept it, they just won't accept it. They will fucking close the Discord again. They will cut communication with you again. They don't give a fuck about you anymore. You can't trust them anymore. I personally can't trust them. If a guild gets to exploit something, they will hide everything about it. They will deny it. They will close the Discord again. Anything that happens on this server, they are going to act the same way they have been acting throughout these 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks even. You can't expect these guys to behave in a morally correct way anymore. They won't. Keitotes has showed us that he's a scumbag, that he has a massive ego. He won't accept that he's incorrect. He won't accept that he wasn't prepared for this launch. You can expect that if this server goes up, this is going to happen in the future too, for everything. All they had to do is just admit, you know what, we fucked up, we weren't prepared, we don't know what we are doing honestly, and we need more time. We are going to delay the launch for like 2 months, 3 months. Who gives a fuck? Some time. If they had been honest from the very beginning, I wouldn't even mind. I wouldn't even have made the first video, because I would say, you know what? These guys, they may be incompetent, they may be dumb, they may be amateur, but they own it. They admit it, they communicate to us with the truth. They deserve some respect, but now they do not. And if you're shilling for these guys, you have a mental disorder, motherfucker. You do have a mental disorder. Because a sane person has pattern recognition. A sane person can and will reject this type of behavior. Supporting these developers that have been behaving the way they have been doing this more than 2 weeks now is just encouraging and making things worse for you and for everybody else. Trust is destroyed, and it's going to take a very long time for the trust to be completely repaired. No updates yet. Trust is destroyed. It's not entitlement. We just deserve a bit of communication. We just deserve the fucking truth. And you haven't been saying it to us. So now you get what you fucking deserve.